Hey guys, Rivet here. Welcome back to another episode of Cube World. We are back after much delay today. So very sorry about not having a live stream or video up earlier. Just things got a little bit out of control on me. Normally, if I knew something was coming up in advance, I would have recorded an episode, but things just kind of happened. And so it is what it is. I missed a deadline. I did get something out kind of for you guys to let you guys know. And I appreciate the feedback and the love and everything. Thank you guys. Yeah, everything's fine. Just had I had a slight hiccup with my health. Nothing terribly severe. I've mentioned in the past I have colitis, so my stomach fails me from time to time. So whenever something does happen, I get a little nervous that I might be getting another flare up or something bad may be happening, kind of thing. So I had. It ended up being, I think, like food poisoning or the beginning of a bit of a cold. So whatever it was not fun. Why you guys lasering me? You can't laser me. You're friends. Screw you guys. You can't kill me. Yeah, so I ended up just getting nauseous and sick for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then end up napping. So it just, you do what you do to get better and feel better. I woke up feeling fresh and better, but it's too late for me to set up a stream, and I'm also just a little bit tired. It's just sometimes it's rough. You guys know what I'm talking about. When you're not feeling good, and you're just like, ugh. I don't feel like being sociable. Like, that's the crux of it. That's me. I'm just not up for it. So you guys are getting an episode. I will be posting this evening. At least I think I will. Depends on internet and everything else. So if you see it Sunday night, then you got it Sunday night. If you see it Monday, then you get it Monday. You get your Cube World. And making sure we get it twice a week, without fail. And this time you get 3 times because you get the little 1-minute teaser episode of, whoop, I'm screwed and I'm not going to make it. So yeah, I hope everyone is enjoying their weekend. Hope you had a good one. It's been interesting. Barring the illness and stuff, whatever happened to me that made me kind of go, hurt. It's been good. We had a snowstorm run through here late Thursday, early Friday, and not tons of snow. Not like metric boatloads. If you're in the Northeast, you know what I'm talking about. There was a bit of a storm come through. Just enough here in Montreal to feel. Didn't made the commute to work. Just not perfect, but not awful. There was nothing horrible about it. But it did make me realize something, that my sneakers that I've been wearing all summer long are not winter boots. And I forgot to buy winter boots. I corrected that this weekend. I went out to an RB surplus store and bought myself a nice pair of Gore-Tex combat boots. They're old, they're used. I cleaned them up, got polishing on them, and got them all weatherproofed and all that fun stuff. So that was nice. And I got myself... oh dear God! I got myself just a little bits and bobs. I got myself like a little face mask type thing. Just you wear around your neck and you pull it up when it gets cold, just to cover up your nose and your neck and your chin and stuff, just to safeguard so that you don't get the freezy bits. Also got myself a light pair of gloves, and I bought myself a new bag. I just wanted I've been using a backpack for the last couple of years, and I hate backpacks for the most part. I mean, they're fun, they're fine, but I have limited space at work in my locker. And so it's been kind of an annoyance of like just cramming everything into the locker. And I'm like, I really just don't want to do that anymore. So I bought a little satchel bag that I can put my lunch and my little bits and bobs into. So it feels good. It's weatherproof. It's rubberized. Nice little rubberized stuff. So I'm like, yahoo! I'm a happy man. So I got that all ready and packed up. And I did some cooking for my lunches. So we should be good. And this sucks. Oh great, we got everything after us. Yeah. Sick 'em. Everybody, all my jungle friends. Okay, well that didn't work out so well. Moves, you're gonna have to get to work better. Well, we're in a battle, so we might as well enjoy it while we're here. Ooh, dear God. Well, who wanted to be in that I hate those things anyway. White +1, and he was just brutal. And you wonder why I don't like doing those kind of things. Well, okay. You wonder why I can't fly off a tree. And you wonder why a whole bunch of things that don't go well. So yeah. So I got some winter gear. Got myself all situated. It was a lovely trip downtown yesterday. I don't know what was going on in Montreal, but I went out around 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning, and I thought Saturday morning, subway, lightweight, nobody be around. Packed. Absolutely packed. Like, everybody and their family was out on Saturday. And where I was, we did the thing. And where I went to go to the surplus store, they said, oh, there's a little, street down that they've blocked off for stuff. And I walked down to take a look at it, and it was just wall-to-wall people. So I have no idea what the hell was going on here in Montreal, but I can just say without any fear that I ran home as fast as I could. No. It was just too crowded. Too crowded for me. I didn't even mean to take that potion. Yeah. I can handle crowds. I can handle a whole bunch of stuff, but that was the insane part. Okay, if you've ever seen the images of people getting pushed onto the subway trains in Japan, like they got this organized thing that they do, and they're like crammed in like sardines. We did that on the subway. I was the last person in the car, and the doors closed in on my backpack. And I had to shift it in order for the doors to close. It was just stupid. So, but yeah, don't know what was going on. Don't really care because it was mostly family stuff. So, I mean, I've got my boy, but he lives a few hundred miles away from me, which is kind of funny. He's closer than he's been in a long time, but still haven't had a chance to go and visit. Hoping to get a break here, in around Christmas and New Year time. See if I can take a trip out to go visit my boy. If not, I will talk to him and hang out online anyway. So, but yeah, we haven't done a whole lot of that lately between my work and school and everything with him, and it's just we haven't had time. We chat, we get our little bits and bobs into conversations and stuff, and talk about the state of video games and stuff. But I haven't had the time to do much of anything. So, and he hasn't either. We talked a bit about Battlefield 5. And I was asking him if he'd considered picking it up yet or if he was still on the fence. And he's decided against getting it. We talked about it last week. We're thinking of, the EA pass type of thing. And even that, he's kind of like meh, because he's heard mixed reviews about the game. And the other part was that a lot of the things he was looking forward to playing in the game are not being released until next year. So he's like, what's the purpose of even buying the game when it's not the complete game yet? And by the time it's available, it'll probably be on sale, and he'll get it then. And I'm like, you know what? I'm so glad you're my son, because it's exactly the thinking you should have. If it doesn't have everything you want, don't buy it now. Wait. No harm in waiting for the game you want instead of, buying the game they offer you. I mean, screw that. Save your money. Put it into something you need, something you truly want. And talking about games and stuff, I thought I'd just address something. If you've been watching channel, I'm fairly critical of the beta of Fallout 76, and I hold to my statements about it. It's my opinion how the game worked for me. But my buddy Rocco Head, he's got his own channel and everything. He hangs out in the Discord. He's been playing 100 hours plus of Fallout 76, and he's enjoying it. And we had a little conversation about it today in Discord. It was nice. I appreciate the fact that, people can come in and, have their opinion on a game and not have to sweat or worry with me about it actually, causing us issues. Like, is it okay if I have a difference of opinion than you? And I like that. I like the fact that the debate is a valid thing still, and that, we can all have a difference of opinion when it comes to a video game, because it's the thing about it. Like, it's art. Art is always... it's subjective. Everybody has their own interpretation of what fun is. Just like me, my fun is playing a broken-ass game that's been in development for how many years and hasn't seen an update in 5. This is my fun. A lot of people, this is a nightmare for them to do the same thing in the game over and over again. They don't understand where I come from. I get that. But again, it's the thing that I'm happy that Rocco is content in liking the game and not upset in me being upset by the game. We can have that conversation of why he likes it and why I didn't, and agree on the points that we agree on. And that's cool. I like that. And I like that that's something that I project properly, and I'm glad that he grasps that, and I hope anybody can come in. I'm pretty open-minded to a whole lot of things, closed to a few things. I don't handle bigotry, racism, or any of that kind of stuff at all. I have no patience or time for that. But again, it's an opinion. You can have it. It's just like, as we've said in the past, you know, opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one, you know, and you shouldn't have to be one. You know, that's kind of my adage to it. But, you know, and it's all good. I mean, I don't... Okay, what was that? I heard the bang, and I was in the map. We had one boss battle, and it was a shit show. What the hell? Cube World? Where's all the fun? When I do a live stream, there's like castle, 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 castle. And I got a video to play. Oh, here's a tree. Nothing else. You suck. You suck, Cube World. No, I tease. It does not suck fully. It sucks lightly. We're looking for anything today. I just want one thing to beat up. And that's why I keep on flipping in here, because I'm hoping to see a pyramid. Because, you know, they stand out a bit like a sore thumb. But there's been diddly squat. I'm kind of off path a little bit, so I should go... Well, we could head over there. That's what we're going to do. That's the thing we'll do. I did install a couple more of the mods that Chris gave me. He's been working on a few. There is a building mod that he's worked on that will be incorporated in the next season and or the next live stream. I'm not too sure where I'm going to incorporate it 100% yet. But the ones that I've incorporated here are just simple ones. I had them ready for the live stream, and they are... when you start the game off, the first few levels are just nearly impossible. The grind is horrible. And Chris took a look at it, and the arc curve for it was pretty broken. So he remedied it and kind of made it a gradual curve instead of the one that was there to kind of make the grind less grindy. The other thing he incorporated was a building or a crafting mod that kind of expedites the process on making things. So let's take a look if that one worked. I haven't done it yet. So we got this. So it's supposed to speed... Oh, Chris. That is the happiest freaking thing I've done. That, I've wanted that forever. Thank you, Chris. Oh my God. You have no idea. We just made potions like crazy. And that's going to mean that in the middle of a battle, I can make some potions and not sweat it. Brilliance. Absolute brilliance. And Knowles, to celebrate, I'm going to wreck your day. That's right. Split you up. Listen, okay, Rogue Knoll. And finally, Mage. That's right, moves. We did it. We wrecked them. No, not wrecked them like R-E-C-T. No, we wrecked them. That's the thing we did. Yes, I have the mind of a teenage boy. I can't help myself. I'm infantile and juvenile. That's just kind of how it is. And plus, I mean, I've been sick. Haven't been feeling good, you know. Feeling a little under the weather. So give me a little bit of a break. No, you guys are fine. Everybody's good. I'm just joking around. I've actually been in a wonky mood today. I did some Astroneer videos. Got those ready. The update came. There's been an update 10.5, I think it is. It's the in-between update between now and or between the creative update and the full release, which is 1.0 comes out February 6th. Memory serves me correctly on the dates. Looking forward to it. In this, they offered us up a test world, so I've had a couple of episodes created in it. Interesting. I've broken it more so than ever before by just being me. So apparently the developers have been paying attention, and they're trying to torture me. The first episode I had, I got stuck in a hole right off the start. The next episode, I went... when you get into the game, and you guys will see this tomorrow, when you get into the game, if you've ever seen me collect those little balls, there's a pyramid there. There's these balls that you can collect. They have like zebra stripes on them, and you can use that to find the center of the planet. So there was one when you logged in. So I used it to get to the center of the planet. It was interesting. Very interesting. So tomorrow's episode will be interesting for that. And then I record another one right after where I broke it. I broke everything like good. Like proper broken. So now the next episode I have to try to fix what I broke. It's going to be fun. It's going to be an interesting thing. I like it. it has its issues for sure. The update itself, it didn't affect anything really except for a few little bits and bobs in this test world that they offered. It was supposed to be out at a certain time and then it didn't come out, so I don't know if they just kind of grabbed the update and just moved it into the test world or not. I'm not sure. But if they did, I can understand why, because it just acts weird. And I don't know quite what's happening with it, but it's War's had a bunch of problems with it. He's found lag, but he hosted a multiplayer with Armor Time, and it went really, really badly for them, which I'm kind of nervous about because they implemented some of the new terrain generations in it that look phenomenal. I love the way they look, but if this is going to be like how the performance is, I'm nervous, very nervous. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's still, we got months and months till we get that. We got 3 months roughly until the update's out. So it gives them plenty of time to fix it up. And, you know, this is coming from the guy who's waited for 5 years for an update from Wale. So it's, you know, when it comes to waiting for updates, I can wait. I'm fine. I'm not heartbroken. I would much rather a game come out fixed than not. And again, same reason about Fallout 76. I had no real issue with the game itself. I just thought that it was a buggy piece of shit that needed to be fixed. And if they fix it, then great. I heard that they're taking it down on the 19th for a while to do some service to the game, which is great. Still pissed off that Bethesda's solution to the uninstall bug on their system, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, when I went to uninstall the game, it said you don't own the game, so you can't uninstall it. So it's a broken uninstaller that's linked to purchasing of the account. I get it. But there was no fix for it. If you searched online to see, well, what's the fix for it? They tell you to go in and manually delete the files, which still doesn't remove the registry crap, which sucks. But it is what it is. I'll remedy it myself, but it's still, it just, if you want to piss off people, then you should go work for Blizzard, because, or apparently Activision, because apparently the AAA development companies just really don't know gamers anymore. I think that they've got their heads so far up their own asses that they forgot what it's like to be a gamer. Yeah, just, I don't get it. I'm baffled. And I'm not poking at the people that are making the game. I don't think it's them. I'm talking about the suits that are behind the decisions for doing some of the stupid shit. Developers, I have all the respect in the world for. They've got shitty jobs. But, you know, it's a shitty job where you love doing something, and I get that. I've had those jobs. I've had shitty jobs that you do just because either you love the industry or you love something about it, you know. I get that. But yeah, just some of the broken stuff is just like, oh, I don't get it. I don't get that part. But yeah, things are pretty good. Anything I'm looking forward to? I'm trying to think. Nothing popping up in my head that I'm, you know, super, super stoked by or anything in particular. Black Friday sale, I don't really care much for, because like right now I'm kind of recovering financially from, you know, the 4 months of non-employment. So, you know, I've still got a little bit of my savings, but I've got to start building that back up before I start, you know, spending a bunch of stupid money on, you know, stuff that I would love to buy. I would love to buy myself a new system. You know, I may end up getting some of the components for it, but I don't know if I'm going to be building, you know, the Uber system that I've always wanted. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. My current rig, it's a 4-core i5 6600K. I can overclock it some, so it's got a little bit more headroom that I can push it to. Not super enthused with overclocking. It's not always been my thing. I'm usually of the mindset if I need to push it that way, then I need to upgrade. And I know that I bought this for in case. So I said to myself before, if I ever get to the point where the system started to feel sluggish, then to overclock it and then go from there. Starting to get to that point. Some of the games, the newer titles, are becoming more and more problematic. The graphics card I've got in here is fine. I've got a 1070, a GTX reference card, NVIDIA card. You know, it's got 8 gigs of RAM. It's ample for what I need. It does 90% of the stuff I want well. It's just a little bit it's wonky with. So I'm not necessarily needing a new rig. But I think what I'm going to do is wait for the next generation of Ryzen. I don't think Intel's going to have a solution for us for a while. I'm pretty sure that Intel's going to be broken for another couple of years with the latest, I don't know, the furnaces that they've been selling. All the new generation of cards of chips have just been super hot. Really curious. My brain responds to things differently, and you know, I found that years ago when AMD was making, you know, the processors that ran super hot, there was all these people that were poking fun of it, saying that they were making heaters and all this kind of crap. And now Intel is as bad, if not worse, but there's nothing about it, and yet people are still fanboying all over the Intel stuff on like all these tech guys. And I'm like, wait, why are you pushing, you know, 250 plus watts out of your frickin' processor that you're clocking to 5 gigahertz, and it's throttling at 100 degrees centigrade, and this is valid? I mean, all the components on the motherboards are failing, and like between like the Intel failures on hardware and the Nvidia's failures on hardware and stuff, it's like, are we just pushing things a little too hard, a little too fast? Have we kind of made some mistakes? Because I'm kind of thinking that that Intel and Nvidia are just kind of making some really wonky choices. If you're wondering why I'm just walking past this lake, it's blue. Screw blue lakes. I'm not going to be able to beat the boss inside it, so it doesn't matter. And at midnight, everything's changing anyway, so whatever. I'm going to kill a couple of spitters here and walk away. But yeah, I just don't get it. I don't get where the industry is going with this. Any other time, I think there would have been a lot more pushback on these companies for some of the stuff that's going on, and I'm seeing little to none of it in a lot of the tech guys that I've watched, to the point where I've actually stopped watching a lot of the bigger names that I've really enjoyed for the last few years, because I think that I've disassociated from them. I was talking it over. It's like I'm kind of digging the guys that are going out and doing the garage sale stuff and finding like the older computers and making those work, and we're using some of the products that are like not necessarily the high-end stuff, but you know, the mid to low-end tier stuff, and seeing the results that the average guy can get a hold of. You know, putting together like $1,000 rig instead of a $10,000 rig kind of rings true to me. I think I'm just sick and tired of that whole there's a whole load of rich bullshit that I'm sick and tired of. Like, I'm sick and tired of rich people flaunting their excess at me. We dealt with it in the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s. It's like, you know, I congratulations for having money and doing things. But you know what? You know, why are you buying all these things that are things? Where are what about the parts of taking the money you've got and affecting positive change for society and stuff? I think that would mean more to me than a $10,000 fucking computer. And I think that comes with age. You know, I'm starting to get to the point of like, you know, looking past myself and looking at future generations and going, you know, what am I leaving? You know, what does my generation done that's going to benefit anybody down the road? And I can't see a goddamn thing that we've done positive. Like a whole bunch of shit that just meaningless, and it's just mind-numbing. You know, and we've got a whole generation of people that have been trained by idiots of my generation that, you know, you should want to have all the things. And I'm like, no. And that's not me. I mean, I've never been one of those people. I've been one of those guys that goes to the grocery store and I'll buy, you know, the knockoff cheese or something because it's $1 cheaper. I don't have to have the Kraft singles, even though I know that it tastes better. But you know what I do? Buy those for myself as a treat once in a blue moon. And as a treat, they're delicious. But as my daily driver, not so much. There we go. Got some lovely thing. Yeah, so that's me. I don't know. If you guys, what's your opinion on some of this stuff? Are you guys getting kind of sick and tired of all these rich people flaunting this shit? And I find on YouTube a lot, and it's like, you know, here's a Ferrari I bought with my YouTube money and shit. I'm like, that's not as prevalent nowadays. But I'm like, I remember when that was like the thing. I'm like, you know, I was like, why is this what we have to dream or aspire to be? I like the guys that just, you know, have the money and do what they can with it and travel and share with, you know, their family and, you know, make sure that they've got stuff set up for their kids and, you know, enjoys their life, you know, not necessarily go crazy with it. I don't know. I guess I'm just weird. I don't know what it is. Okay, that's me turning off my lamp because apparently that's the thing I wanted to do. Okay, why did I get on this subject? What the hell? What is with me? Started talking about computers. That's it. Computers pissed me off. Okay, well, that wrecked that entire place. I'm not going to unload all this crap in front of you guys because I have so much garbage in my inventory right now. It's not even funny. Yeah, sorry about that little rant again. I do this from time to time, and I just don't know why. I'm getting grumpy. I think it's because I'm not really feeling good right now. You know, it's part of it. I tend to get my... I get a little edgier when I get feeling a little sick, which is, you know, whatever it is. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm just sick and tired of bullshit. I'm just really sick and tired of bullshit. Yep. But yeah, anyway, you know, if I do see some massive deals or something on Black Friday, maybe looking at changing some stuff. Honestly, with what I could do right now and get away with, would be a new processor and motherboard and keep everything else and be happy, you know, and then maybe make some other changes down the road. But, you know, that could be the thing. You know, if I find like a good Ryzen, like an 8-core or 6-core, you know, for like 150, 200 bucks, and then a motherboard cheap, you know, throw $300 Canadian down at something and go, okay, well, now I've made some huge progress and changes, and not throw a bunch of money at it and then maybe down the road. But like I said, I don't really know if I need it right now. And some of the information coming out about the next generation Ryzen kind of makes me excited. I like what they're doing. I like the technology. I like the idea of having chiplets, you know, not necessarily putting everything in the same basket, having little chips that do other things. I think that's cool. Not compartmentalizing things, you know, just building redundant systems. You know, I like that. Smart thinking. I dig that. Like the engineering behind some of this stuff, I dig. You know, I can't understand everything happening in technology. I'm not a genius, but I understand a lot of like little bits and bobs. And a lot of the stuff I've been seeing has been kind of interesting. You know, like Ryzen or AMD's whole thing with the Ryzen process, you know, offloading things to having multiple little chips. You know, having a central core right now that is on the old 14 nanometer process and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's smart. You know, I'm like stuff. I'm like, I wish I'd thought of stuff like that. And I just, it tickles me. It's like, what would that moment be like? You know, you're an engineer and you're like, well, what if we did this? And all of a sudden it's that eureka thing. You're like, I think I solved Moore's law. Make me tickle. It just, I don't know. I just like that kind of stuff. I just do. I like ingenuity and, you know, thinking outside the box and stuff like that. So it's cool to me. You know what this means? This is the end of our episode. And it is almost midnight. I cleared that place out. Anyway, thank you everybody. Once again, sorry about not doing the live stream today. Sorry about this being way later than normal. We'll be back on track Wednesday. Got a schedule going on. I got Wednesdays and Sundays off going forward. So my schedule is going to be really wonky, really weird. I'm also working until like 11:30 to 8:30 at night. So it's going to be really weird hours, long days. So I'm going to be pooped when I get home. I might have time to record an episode. And on my days off, looks like I'm going to be sitting down trying to record a bunch. So not necessarily the route I wanted to take with the channel, but I'm dedicated to doing 2 videos a day. And if I push myself to do it, I should be able to do it fine. If for any reason I feel that I can't do it, I can at least maintain one. You know, I will never do less than one a day. But anyway, thanks again, everybody. Appreciate all your support. And I will see you guys Wednesday in our next episode of Cube World. Thanks again, everybody. Bye-bye.
This is a song for all the